Cool. So in this video, I want to talk about retargeting in the right-hand side of Facebook. Okay, so these are the little ads that you see to the right of your newsfeed. Now, retargeting in the right-hand side is a pretty good place to retarget because it's clearly advertising, right? It's not a native ad where you're disguising your ad as content or anything like that. It's actually an ad. Now, Facebook was pretty clever with these ads to not make them too intrusive. So they're pretty small, they don't really get in the way. So you're not going to do too much damage, sort of irritating people if you're retargeting in that area. And because of the nature of the way the Facebook is laid out, they really tend to only stick out to people that are sort of looking for them, right? You can quite easily go on Facebook for an hour or 10 or whatever it may be without really even noticing those ads unless they're something that is quite targeted towards you. And that's fantastic news for us because it means that we can use these retargeting ads as a means to retarget our prospects right back to our sales letter and the point where we want to actually close the sale. All right, so as I said with the newsfeed, you can do that. I like to use it for more of a soft opt-in or send to a content piece that leads to a sale or something like that. But with the retargeting ad, you can go right back to the sales page and promote those things directly because people who click those ads know they're clicking an ad. And they're quite prepared to behave based on that. Okay. Now, in the previous video, I also talked about segmentation, and segmentation lets you do a really cool thing, which is show different retargeting messages to people that have landed on specific pages on your website. Obviously, the amount of potential uses of that are astounding, but I mean a pretty obvious one is people that have already gone through your pre-sale sequence, already opted into your list or whatever it may be, and they have already seen your sales page. You can run a right-hand side retargeting ad specifically to those people to get them from being people that have seen your sales page and haven't taken action to people that become your customers, right? So I'm going to show you how to set up a right-hand side ad. Again, very basic. I just think it's important to sort of understand the use case behind it before we dive into the actual setup. Okay, so I'm going to show you that right now. Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to retarget in another great place to retarget, which is the right-hand side column of Facebook. Okay, so if you want to set one of these up, really simple. I've just gone into AdRoll again and hit create new campaign, and then it's just over here retargeting on Facebook, retargeting on the right-hand side. So they've made it extremely user-friendly compared to a lot of the other ad networks out there. So hit get started, and let's call it right-hand side face. And for a weekly budget, just to show you can get started nice and cheaply, we'll hit $25 and we'll run it ongoing for now because there's no end date to this particular product. But if you're obviously promoting a launch or something, you can hit an end date for when that launch is done. And as for the location, again, depending on where you feel as though you know that your customer's coming from. With me, I just do worldwide because I've got a lot of customers that come from some countries that I wouldn't necessarily have thought of, like Denmark or Sweden or Malaysia and all this kind of thing. So I hit worldwide, but you can of course change that to the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, if those were the countries where your customers are coming from. Cool, now we go next, and I'll add in my segments. Good. Next, we need to create an ad, okay? Now, as for ad design in the right-hand side, obviously, you're not promoting content, so to that end, you can be more direct in your right-hand side ads. And also, they're not in people's faces. A right-hand side ad is, it's visibly marked as advertising. It's not a native ad. If you want to go directly for sort of a call to action or a close, this is a good place to have your sales reminder ads. The ones that actually just prompt people to buy. So I'll upload an image now, and we'll enter a title here. And we'll say, get great ear training results. Nope. Let's try guaranteed better ears. How about that? We guarantee better ears. That's a good one. And I'll enter the body text here. And we've got a lot of more characters here to play with. So Let's go with if you don't notice an improvement, first 2 weeks, you don't pay a cent. All right, so pretty much think about it this way, okay? The prospects you're talking about, the way I'll set the segmentation up is so that it only shows to people who have opted in to my list already. They've seen the sort of pre-sale stuff, and I can even make it only show to people that have seen the sales page, okay? And that's what I'd be looking at doing here. Just show this ad to people that have seen the sales page. Now, when you do that, you can be very aggressive in your advertising. When I say aggressive, I mean you can sort of just cut straight to the point because this prospect is already pre-sold. All right, so what you want to do with the right-hand side ad in this instance is pretty much just use it to close the sale. So we can say things like, we guarantee better ears. What are you doing? If they haven't bought yet, you're sort of deferring the risk from them. And a variant we can try is, if you don't notice improvement within the first 2 weeks, you don't pay a cent. And that could be enough to get people to be like, you know what? All right, I'll just give it a shot. I do have my results guaranteed. You're sort of reiterating these close elements again and again. So we can upload that one. We can move this over as well. Good. And now let's add another one. Cool, so I've got this image here. Let's give me my ad name. We'll call this one White BG. White BG, just to remind me what the ad is, white background. And let's do another title, another ad here. So I'm going to go with this one, personal, or 1-to-1 personal support. Perfect. All right, so 1-to-1 personal support with Ear Training HQ. You get personal support from expert musician Scott Edwards. Okay, so again, just highlighting another benefit of it here, and we can hit upload. Sorry, just copy these ones across. Okay, for example, so those are 2 kinds of ads that you could look at creating. One that's emphasizing a guarantee, one that's emphasizing a particular specific benefit. Okay, so those are 2 good examples of how you can create right-hand side ads that are more sales-oriented and can be used to close the sale of your prospects. Okay, so after that, we just hit go, hit launch campaign, and those are going to be reviewed, and we'll start showing within a day or 2 when they get approved. Okay, so thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope this has given you some ideas as to how you can use the right-hand side to really close some sales.